Hello friends, welcome back to automationtestinginsider.com. So this is Selenium WebDriver part 58, and today I'm going to show you how to handle date picker in Selenium WebDriver. And in the last video we talked about how to handle dynamic web table. We have seen part A and part B. We talked about different questions related to web table, dynamic web table, and we have handled them using Selenium WebDriver. Okay, and regarding the post of web table already I have published in my blog, that is automationtestinginsider.com, and if you navigate to this Selenium tutorial, here we have different tutorials, different topics related to Selenium WebDriver. You can go through it, and if you just navigate at bottom, here we have handled dynamic web table in Selenium. So I have provided the source code and some notes related to dynamic web table. You can go through this. So these are the notes, very good notes guys, and we have handled each and every question, okay, in the form of test cases I have written here. Here you can see. Okay, so let's come back on today's topic, that is how to handle date picker in Selenium. Okay, so let's get started. So we are going to implement, let me show you. If you go to this demo websites, and here we have Selenium Easy demo website. We have this date pickers option here, so couple of date pickers. So developer can use different components to create date picker. For that, yeah, we have example over here: Bootstrap date picker and jQuery date picker. So I'm going to take example of date picker today, this Bootstrap date picker. So this is what we are going to implement. We are going to automate. So as soon as you click on this, date picker will appear, and this is in the form of table only, this calendar. Okay, this calendar will appear, and here we have to choose the particular date. And if you don't find, because we can't go forward here, okay, so we have to select the back date only. So here we have some properties have been given here. Feature dates are disabled, days of week disabled, like Sunday. So what we'll do, we'll select some past date over here, and we'll create the logic how to go to past and how to select the particular date. Okay, so let's do this. So this is my Eclipse, and here I have a project called practice. So inside src folder I'll create package, let's say com dot date picker. Click on finish, and inside this simply I'll create a class called handle date picker. Click on finish, and here what we'll do, we'll create a custom setup method to launch the browser. Okay, and for that what I'll do, I'll copy paste from previous class which I have created already. So if you go to this web table base class, so here we have this setup method. So simply I'll copy this and I'll put it over here. I'll delete these two lines of code, those are not required, and here I'll put declare the WebDriver driver. Okay, so this is simple setup method. One second guys. And what I'll do, this is my setup method to launch the browser. Here we have set the property of Chrome driver. Using the set property method, it takes two parameter webdriver.chrome.driver, and this is my Chrome driver path, and we have created the object of Chrome driver to launch the browser. Okay, to create Chrome browser session, and simply we have maximized the window using this command, and we are navigating to Selenium Easy. So simply I'll copy the URL this particular URL and I'll put it over here. This is done. Now I'll create another method, public void date picker, and here I'll have one variable called, let's say, month, because we have to select the particular month first, right? Like March or Feb or any other month. So we have to give like this. One variable will take, and let's say I'm going to select June 2017. Okay, and we'll take one more variable, or let's say let's take that variable later on. Okay, so what we'll do now, first of all we have to click on this particular box so that this date picker will appear. So simply we have to inspect this. So right click on this, we have copy option, copy as XPath, put cursor over here at bottom on DOM, and control F, control V. So this is my XPath. Okay, this is how you can take the XPath of this particular element, and simply write over here driver dot find element by dot XPath, and put the XPath over here dot click, because we have to perform click operation over there on that particular box so that date picker will appear. So what is next? Now we'll inspect this particular month field, and we'll compare with our date which we have provided, the month which we are providing, right? June 2017, and we'll compare whether if it will match with this one. Then we can select from this calendar. Okay, that is very easy. So let's write while loop over here, and then we'll compare the text. Okay, so while the condition becomes true, okay, we'll write we'll run this loop, and now let's inspect this field. So simply copy XPath, control F, and put it over here. So this is, one second guys, okay, what is happening? Let me just refresh this, and click over here and select this May, inspect this. Now I think it should be okay. Copy as XPath. Yeah, this is the XPath of this month. Okay, simply I'll copy this one. Later you can manipulate this XPath. Okay, so simply what I'll do, driver dot find element by dot XPath, and I'll put the XPath over here, and we'll call function called method called get text. Okay, and I'll store the text which will get this one in the variable. Okay, in the string variable, string, let's say text string, and simply will compare, right? So as soon as this date picker will appear, we'll compare with our variable which we have provided, a string variable in the form of month variable, right? So it will compare with this. If it matches, then it will, we can easily select the date from this below calendar. Okay, so what we are going to write, if text string dot equals we have month, then simply we'll break the loop. Okay, because we got the value there. Okay, else we'll write the else path. Okay, so if it matches, if this string, uh, the string which we get, if it matches with the value which we have provided, then we can simply will break it, and out of this while loop we'll select the particular date which we'll write later on. Else what we'll do, what we have to do, we have to click on this arrow button, because we don't get our date over here, then we have to select the previous month. So inspect this arrow and simply copy, one second, and control F, copy as XPath, put it over here. So this is the XPath of this arrow button, the back arrow. Guys, so later you can manipulate this XPath, you can write the proper XPath for this one. Okay, so for now I'm writing like this. So simply write driver dot find element by dot XPath, and I'll put the XPath over here, and we have to click on that until we get the correct month, okay, in the else part, and later on out of this loop. Okay, so the logic is simple, guys. We'll extract the text from this calendar, this month, and we are comparing using if else, sorry, if else. If it matches, then we'll break the loop, and out of loop we'll select the particular date. Okay, let's do that. So copy XPath, we'll put it over here, XPath. So this is how we can select this 16. I'll do one thing, I'll write proper XPath for this one, trtd, and here I'll write contains method side, we have this text method, and we'll compare, we'll get particular date, let's say 16. Okay, so this is how we can get the, and here we can do one more thing, you can directly search for table in DOM. Okay, table tag, and inside table we have tbody. So this is nothing but the table, guys, this calendar. Okay, so this is how we can get the XPath of particular data over here, okay, using contains. So this XPath is very good, and we can take this, and out of loop we'll write driver dot find element by dot XPath, and put the XPath over here, dot click. We have to simply select that particular element, right, date. So far we are good, and here we have hard coded this value, right? So instead of that, what we can do, we'll provide day as well. So let's say I want to select 13 June. Okay, so this is how you can do, and put semicolon over here, and instead of 16, how you can write in double quotes, 1 second, like this you can provide day. Okay, this is how you can provide day over here. So all done. Yeah, so let me just run this program, guys. This is ready now. So we have setup method to launch the browser, and we have this date picker method to select the particular date, okay, using loop. And here I'll give test annotation. We have to import test from org testng.annotations, and here I'll give before method, before test method. Okay, so program is ready. We'll run this program, run as TestNG test. Simply it will launch the browser, and here you can see it launches the browser. It will navigate to seleniumeasy.com, and now here you can see it will select automatically that particular date. Some problem occurred. Yeah, it's fine. Here you can see 13 June 6 2017. Here you can see I think our program is executed successfully. Here you can see 0 failures, and this date picker class is passed, test is passed. Okay, so this is how you can select. Here you can see 13 June 2017. You can provide some other dates as well. Let me select May 2019. Okay, 13 May 2019. Right click, run as TestNG test. Now it will go back and it will select May 2019. Here you can see 13th May 2019. So this is how you can handle Bootstrap date picker. And now let's do one thing. We'll automate this using another method using JavaScript. So JavaScript would be very easy to handle date picker. So how to do that? Okay, so let's automate that one as well. So simply we'll create a new class. So date picker by JS. Date picker by JS. Click on finish, and we have here this setup method. So simply I'll copy this setup method to launch the browser. Okay, and we have to declare the WebDriver driver, what we have done in the last class as well. Okay, now I'll write one test method, public void date picker test JS, date picker test by JS. And in this test method, what we'll do, simply we have to click on this one, this particular box, which we have done in the last class as well. So this is the command driver.find element, and this is the xpath dot click. So we'll click on this particular, and simply we have to provide the date. So we'll provide the date in the form of ddmmyy. Okay, so we have to inspect this one. No, I mean simply we'll write one variable string, and we'll put date as like ddmmyy, right? So suppose we want to select 0205 2nd May 2000, let's say 17. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll create a custom method, guys, to write JavaScript. Okay, so what we'll do, public, we'll write public void date picker by JavaScript. We'll write this custom method. Okay, and we'll call this method inside here. Okay, so in this method, what we'll do, we have to call this, we have to use this JavaScript executor interface. Okay, and we have to create the variable of that JavaScript executor interface, and simply we have to assign our WebDriver. so that we can call JavaScript in our WebDriver. Okay, so this will ask us to add cast to JavaScript executor, so just select the option. So here we have typecast driver into this JavaScript executor variable, and using this JS object we have to call method call execute script. Okay, and in it takes two parameters. So in this script, what script we have to provide? JavaScript, that is arguments. So exactly we have to provide the same script. Okay, do not change anything over here. Dot set attribute, set attribute. Okay, it's correct. Now we have inside this bracket it's again like this, and we have to provide value over here, and this would be date. Okay, and this argument we have to provide element like this. Okay, now we have to take we have to pass the parameters from here. So WebDriver parameter we have to pass driver, we have to pass the date string date. Okay, so this is the date. So how to provide like this? One second. Like this we can provide inside a string, we can pass the parameter. Okay, no need of this single quotation. I think that should not be required. Okay, and we need one more parameter, web element, and this is element, web element. So my JavaScript is ready, this date picker by JavaScript method. Now simply we'll call this method inside our test class. So we can directly call date picker by JS. Here we'll provide the driver, date string which we have already created, this date string. Okay, and element. So we have to store this value into web element like this. Okay guys, one second. Oh, we have to, we no need to click on this one, we have to simply store in a variable. So we can remove this so that we can pass that particular web element in this method. Okay, here we are passing. Okay, so this program is very simple. So what we have done, we have created a setup method first of all, and here we have test class. So we have located that particular element, this box. When we click on that, so date picker will appear. So that element we have located and stored in a web element, and here we are providing this date. Okay, this is in the form of a string, so we have provided this we want to select this date, but particularly to select this date in fact. And we have one custom method, date picker by JavaScript, so that takes three parameters. Okay, and here we have written the JavaScript, particularly this line. So our program is ready, so let's run this. After method, this is after method. Okay, and here we have test. Simply we can run this, right click, run as TestNG test. Browser is launched, it will navigate to seleniumeasy.com, that URL, and once again it provides some different values. Why it has selected like this, we have to just check our code. Second, maybe something wrong with the script which we have written. Oh, one more One second, something is wrong. Set attribute value. I think that does not impact anything. Arguments 0 dot set attribute, and we have to pass value and date, and here we have to pass element. So this is closing here, and yeah, we need only one bracket over here. What is the thing then? WebDriver DDMMYY. Why it is showing like this? MM5Y. Data string. Like this element, have this element as well. Now let's rerun this program again. Hopefully it should be okay this time. Let's have a look. Here you can see maybe something wrong. We haven't given the single quotation. I think that could be the reason. I'll look into this. Okay, anyways, it selects the correct date 2/5/2017. Now let me change the date again. Suppose I want to select 4th of August, and I'll select some old date 1996. Okay, let's see whether it will select this particular date or not. So right click, run as TestNG test. Here you can see 4/8/1996. So this is very easy using JavaScript. So guys, this is how we can handle the dates, date picker dates using Selenium. Okay, using for loop and using JavaScript, and I'll provide the source code of this session, okay, in my blog going forward. And here you can see the other topics as well if you navigate to Selenium tutorial. Okay. And if you like this video, then please share it, please like it, and if you're new to my channel, then please like subscribe my channel as well. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.